3, sorting and automating your accounts. We're on the home stretch now, gang. So this is my favourite part of the budget series, the automation. It means in the future, this is going to make doing your budget a whole lot easier. In the previous couple of parts, we have worked out what your percentages are and also if you're overspending or underspending in any areas. Now we're giving you the tools to help you reach your goals and also keep your spending in check. So first of all, we need you to set up 3 bank accounts. For your expenses account, you want a no-frill, cheap, or even better, a no-fee account that lets you put in as much money as you want and take out as much money as you want with no restrictions. So it's just your standard everyday bank account. This is the account I normally get clients to deposit their pays into. Now, as you've done your calculations in part 1 and 2, we know 50% of your income will cover the bills, or adjust it to match your figures. With the 30% for spending and the 20% you have for savings, set up automatic transfers for this amount into separate accounts to come out on the same day as you get paid. To take this one step further, I'll tell you about a trick that my mum taught me when I first moved out of home, and I've been doing religiously ever since. When we were working out for your budget how much you pay for each provider, so your gas and electricity and all that sort of stuff, and the amount you pay annually, we did this for 2 reasons. First reason is to make sure that your budget was accurate. The second reason is to help with this, with the automation. So we can work out whatever your annual amount is and divide it by the frequency that you get paid. So if you get paid fortnightly, divide the annual amount by 26 and set up regular BPay or transfers from your bank account to that provider. So this gives you 2 benefits. One, you know you're always paid on time and you can take advantage of the pay on time discounts for your gas and electricity companies and any other companies that offer it. But the second one is if you're a bit of a spender and you know you get in trouble if you have a bit too much money built up in your expenses account, it gets the money out of your account, so you're not going to get yourself in trouble. And you also don't get those nasty bills where you owe $500 or $800 or something like that. So you want to do this with all the bills you can. So that's your rent or your mortgage, your rates, your electricity bill, gas bill, phone bill, your internet bill, and any other bills that you may have. Some bills you might not be able to do this with, like your car rego and insurance, but that's okay. Leave that money to build up in your expenses account so it's there when the bill comes in for you to pay. The next account is your spending account, where you have 30% of your money going into. So this is just an everyday bank account, just like your expenses account. So no frills, everyday, transfer in, transfer out, simple bank account. With this one, this is the one that you'll have a card for. You might have a bank card for your expenses account, but you shouldn't have to use it often because all of the frivolous spending will be coming out of here. So this covers things like food, fuel, and your spending. Now, this is where you have to be really careful and not overspend. So if you run out of the 30% that we put into here, you have to make sure you never, ever, ever transfer out of your savings account or your expenses account to top this one up. So with your spending account, you want to make sure you pay the most important things first. So pay for your fuel when you get paid, fill up your car, buy the food you need for the family. So that means you can get to work and your family can eat for the week, and then spend whatever you've got left after that. Just know if you do go out and make a one-off purchase like a nice brand new Q dress for $330, if that's over your spending amount, then that's eating into your food budget and you're only going to be living off 2-minute noodles for the week. Now, the way I do budgeting like this and making sure we allow that 20% for you to spend is to make it sustainable, because just like a diet, if you're too strict on yourself and you don't allow yourself treats, then you're just going to binge and it's not going to work for you. So make sure you do take the time and spend some money on yourself and look after yourself. Your first goal is to build up 1 month's worth of a safety net. You will know what this amount is by our exercises earlier when we calculated the figure it costs to run you, or $2,000, whichever is more. This is your buffer account, the account that will save you in emergencies, give you the money to replace the broken heater or the faulty car battery, and stop you from using that dreaded credit card. Look for a high interest savings account when you're looking for the account for this one. So you want an account that is high interest earning, no fees, and doesn't have crazy rules on amounts you have to deposit and when you can make withdrawals. Check your account with us if you're not sure. If you aren't getting any of these benefits, we can set up an account for you free of charge that earns high interest and has no fees. Perfect for this. So call our office now to ask us how. We've just completed part 3. Now let's get on to the fun stuff, starting to invest.